Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Button here with another cast here on the DOxOnyx channel. I am joined this evening by Mr. DOxReyder. Please say hi, Reyder.
Hello, hello everyone.
What's up, dude? What's up? We're going to cast some more StarCraft because we realized that we had nothing better to do this evening, so go ahead and entertain you folks this fine evening. And Ray, if you would be so kind, can you introduce our players for us?
All right, guys. If you haven't noticed yet, we're on Cloud Kingdom, my personal, awesome favorite map. I will choose this map over anything, any day, any of the week. We have in our top corner, we have DOxSerial. He is a silver Protoss. Coming down to the bottom left, we have our Terran hero, because I am Terran and all Terrans are awesome. Our gold Terran Prog, RTSprog.
RTSprog. And yes, Cloud Kingdom is a fantastic map. It is also one of my favorites. I like Ohana better, but this is not bad. I'll take it. So what do we got going on in DOxville? What's any news? Anything to report?
If you guys have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. Again, this is sort of our inaugural first week in media. We have been an active clan for about 6 months. We are trying to get our YouTube channels going, Twitter, Twitch, everything in the known sun we are trying to do to bring you better, more quality content. However, we're a bunch of scrubs, so quality content is a choice word there.
Well, if you're going to say quality content and they call us a bunch of scrubs, I mean, it's probably not an accurate definition.
But anyways, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure y'all enjoy the ride just as we have. And if you, our clan is based on learning and improvement, so every game is about learning something new. So the next game you don't make the same stupid mistake. That's what we do. That's what we're about. So join the ride with us. Hopefully we'll improve all our players. So just tune in for that. Button will be having a lot of stuff on his channel, on our actual DOxOnyx YouTube channel. We'll find all our games from our clan wars, from our practice sessions, and just highlight rules in general.
Good deal, good deal. Serial, of course, supply blocked at 18. That's kind of unfortunate. He still does not have a pylon down. RTS is that late for Terran? Is that normal for Terran to scout this late? I don't know what you like to do.
No, against a Protoss, especially on a small map, the later scout, the better. Because if you scout after your first depot, all you got to see is the pylon and the start of the gateway. Mm-hmm. Now there could be some downsides to that. So if you don't see gateway at all, then you're obviously getting proxy gateway, which unfortunately we have all fallen to. However, I think the later scout, the better. That way you can get a bearing on when he started his warp gate. Is he chronoing the warp gate, or is he chronoing probes? In fact, I don't know a Protoss that doesn't chrono warp gate. So we try to let our players know that a warp gate will hit around 6:37. Mm-hmm. So scouting is of most importance to see if he is going to drop the rest of the gates. Obviously, you see Prog with the Q, Shift Quay, rally, so he can send that work around, and hopefully he clicked on that Twilight Council. Yep, I just saw the red on the Twilight Council.
He definitely saw that. He is not chronoing, he's chronoing his gateway, actually. And I have seen Protoss go for chronoing gateway over Cybercore if they want to push out like with 2 units early to try and deny an expansion. But Serial's a little late for that. RTS has already pretty much got it down. He's got Marines down there. He doesn't have a bunker, so I mean, I guess Serial could push with a Zealot or two and, you know, cause a little chaos, but I mean, it's a little late at this point, I think.
Yeah, Prague was going basically standard, Rax FE into barracks, 3 barracks, and then his double gas. However, he got his gas before his 3rd barrack, so it's a little deviation on it. I'm not too sure. I mean, you want to keep the build as fluid as you possibly can, so that might have just been a misclick. I would like to say, though, that the chrono on the gateway is a I'm a big fan of Protoss doing that. Yeah, big favor.
Hey, I have to point out the AFK mule because that just makes me happy.
Yeah, there is a mule not doing anything. part of a Union strike.
Is that part of the Terran builds to leave OP mules inactive?
Hey, it's mind games. All right, he's dropping the mule, not using it. Hopefully, there'll be an observer in the base, so he sees that he's not using the mule. It's a mind game.
Well, unfortunately, we do not have a robo down yet for Serial, and Serial just supply blocking himself to hell, which is unfortunate. It's about the 3rd time I've noticed that he was supply blocked, and he's getting double pylons now.
And Serial did move the Stalker down. As I was trying to say earlier, the Zealot and the Stalker, or even the first Zealot, get it into your Terran base. Get it into your enemy's base, because that you can do a lot of damage if they're not caught off guard. You can kill some workers, kill the first couple Marines. There won't be a whole lot, especially if they're fast expanding. Because if you fast expand like me, I build a single Marine, and it's really up to my stutter step and pull in some workers to keep that Marine alive. Those first couple units, especially if you're going to chrono them, which he did, why chrono them if you're not going to try to be aggressive with them?
And it looks like the robo facility is going down for Serial. So I thought it was kind of an interesting build. He went for fast blink, then got a robo base, so he's going all attack. So I mean that is a big investment in resources on two basically different tech trees. But he is definitely has his blink play in mind, probably from the beginning of the game.
This is definitely true. If you're going to go fast blink, though, you just spent a lot of gas on your Twilight Council, so you don't want to spend more gas on your sentries.
Right.
All your minerals and gas should be put into making more stalkers to make your blink that more powerful. Right. Now, Prague has all his Marines out in the middle of the map and not doing anything. It's a little scary.
Well, he's trying. He needs to have just one Marine there. He just needs one Marine watching the tower. I mean, good on him for watching the towers, but he's not. He doesn't see anything going on down here. He does not see these 5 stalkers just about to cause problems for him.
But even going to Prague's vision, he sees nothing but the cyber and the gateway. And the Twilight Council, obviously.
Yep. So he doesn't know that.
He should have a good read. But hopefully he knows what's coming. Hopefully he can prepare for it.
Yep.
We will see. Again, I don't like all the group of Marines sitting over here on top of the map. He's just out of position with them.
And the observer now coming down the map, and he's going to give that high ground vision to Serial so he can do that blink harass.
And again, we're at blink finished a good few, I don't know, maybe a solid minute ago. And that, with these timing attacks, if you're going to get blink, use it as soon as it's done.
Yeah, because he's hurting himself. He's not really macroing very well behind this. I mean, it's 36 probes to 42 SCVs.
Oh, we lost a stalker immediately to workers. That stalker got completely surrounded.
Totally missed that, but yeah, I'm down here now. Mule trying to get on the attack, but didn't do anything. Just sat there and died. He is now trying to knock out the tech lab, which is good.
That's good against the tech lab, but all the workers were just sitting there not doing anything. You got to go for the workers. You got to get damage done with your timing.
No,
if you're going to invest. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, well, if you look at the units workers killed tab, he only got 4 workers out of that exchange, which he's gonna have to do way more damage to make this attack worth it for him. Way more.
Such a large investment for 4 workers. You got all these stalkers here, basically out of position. Stim is done. If he was to gather up his workers and stim on those stalkers, they would all be dead.
Oh, it would be right.
Everyone of the stalkers.
Oh, and he almost ran into RTS's range there on that cliff. That would have been bad. Now we got the floating factory going up on top of the map to get some extra scouting information because he still does not see the expand or really anything else.
Nope, and that's a good move. More lower Terrans need to be floating in their factory because unless you're doing Marauder Hellion or something like that, which most lowers won't even know how to do. Get rid of your factory. If it's gonna sit there, float it. Get some scouting information.
Oh, that one stalker, just very unfortunate for him. He failed on his blink. He's gonna, he's trying. Oh, he almost got away.
That was a Carbot stalker there. Tried his best.
Absolutely, and Serial doing the right thing. He needs to go home because I mean he didn't do near the damage he needed to do. Right now, he just needs to go back home, macro up, tech up, something. He does have his robotics bait down. Colossus on the way. No thermal lance just yet. And that factory is going to be a ninja up there in the top right.
Oh, he landed the factory. Nice. I would like to point out though that our buddy Serial has completely skipped out on his workers and is hardcore supply block right now.
Yeah, no.
He has its 40 probes, so 47 workers and double mule. We click over to that income tab, and he is over 400 minerals ahead. That is bad news for our Protoss because Protoss needs that money. They need the money. The units are expensive.
You need to be at least 5 to 10 workers ahead if you're a Protoss versus a Terran. I mean, with mules, you have to have that. It's hard to keep up. And that I can't believe he actually got a Hellion out in the middle of that mineral line, but he did absolutely no micro. He could have done so much more damage than he did with that.
That Hellion, that's a sneaky Hellion. If it wasn't supply block right now, it would have. It might do some good damage. Now, we do have Thermal Lance on the way. He's not doing anything with it, just building regular, not using a Chrono. Because if you click on the Nexuses, we have a ton of Chrono.
Yeah, Chrono just out the ass right now.
Now, for our Terran energy is not shabby, just a mule each, so he's doing pretty good there as far as keeping his macro going.
Upgrades for both sides is actually kind of pitiful right now. We have no, both are at 0-0 right now. No upgrades for either of them. Would like to see them.
And we have an attack from our Terran. Oh, he needs to focus fire that Immortal. Oh,
and
yep, there he goes. Good job.
That's rape right there. That's rape. Serial does not have the macro to hold this.
That Colossus is completely out of position.
Stutter step. That Colossus is just, he's like, hell no. I'm not going down to that. Are you kidding me?
He was just completely out of position, lost his beginning army. He should have had all that army here at the front, natural choke point, at least to get a zap from that Colossus, because this Terran has no Vikings at all.
Right.
The zap from the Colossus could have been enough to scare him away. We just got to get that pro. Oh, Artosis Pylon, so much powered by that Pylon.
And
he didn't get the upgrades though, so.
Colossus is going to try and put in some work now, but the damage has pretty much been done. RTS is on 3 base, Serial on 2, and supply.
And he is expanding behind it. He does have a third building. I don't know about that placement, but it is a third. He is macroing behind, building them workers, getting the orbital down. Shields is just now being finished.
Yep.
He must have skipped out. Must have forgotten to get shields. Very important upgrade.
No, definitely a good upgrade. At least he does have stem. He does have
stem. I would like to see, then as I say it, a bunch of them are going down. Some extra racks. Has a bunch of army there. He's just moving out. Basically, Prague just needs to not lose right now. He's got the game in the bag.
No, pretty much. He just needs to take his time, macro up, make sure he's ready, do something about this Colossi, and he's...
Like this. No. See, I don't like this. And Stalkers focus fire the medevacs, and he has no vision, and the Colossus can own. However, he did focus fire the Colossus, but look how much army he lost doing that. He lost over half his army doing that. And we do not see any blink mark. Oh, there we go.
There goes no, Guardian Shield lasted about half a second. But I mean, at this point, RTS is so far ahead that he could almost trade 1 for 2 in favor of Serial and still come out ahead. I mean, being on 3 base with mules.
Must have a missed rally down here in the corner. We got a bunch of Marines and Marauders sitting over here.
I was wondering about that. That made no sense to me. It was almost like he was checking for Ninja Expands or something, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a rally point. We got Medevac sitting over the natural. Just some disorganization, which you often see from lower players. You always want to hotkey and rally over your production to your point of attack.
Right.
So even if you move it, they're at least close. It's just like warp. I mean, you want them to warp like warp game, especially if you're Terran. You got to keep that production up. But if all your production is sitting at your base and not helping in your fight, then your production is useless. Good pick off there on the observer.
Yep.
The less information, the better. But again, Prague knows he's ahead. He should know he's ahead. Just get that expansion going, and he does full. Then, because you could use a little more saturation, but at least he's continuously to make workers. I mean, supplies lead is triple now.
Yep. I mean, Serial is pretty much doing all he can. I mean, it's pretty much been GG for the last 5 minutes or so. But Serial's doing pretty much all he can at this point. And there's a blink. I guess I'm a few seconds behind you. I guess.
Oops.
Did you have it on times 2? Okay, there's the GG.
No, it's not on times 2.
Okay. No. Yep. Okay. There's the GG. Beautiful.
So a little unsynced there, but that's all right. Now what cost Serial that game? Where did he go?
A lot of things. I think he invested a little too much in that. I mean, that was almost a blink all in. He didn't macro behind it. I watched him float. About just shy of 1,000 minerals. Pretty much the whole time that was going on. He just did not macro up the probes. He was behind in probe count the entire time. You cannot be behind in worker count versus a Terran. You will lose almost every time.
Definitely. Upgrades also.
Oh yeah.
He just now finished. I mean, he had the armor, but
at least he had upgrades. I mean, RTS didn't have anything.
No, this is true, but the engagement with killing those few stalkers down at the third of Prague's third. And then catching them completely off guard, walking just clean into the natural. Can't let that happen, No.
I mean, it was, I mean, that's pretty much it. It was too much investment on the blink. It was he had his army out of position. You caught that earlier. I think he probably needed some more sentries behind that. If he was going to go with that blink, and then he knew an attack was coming behind it, he had to know. So at that point, you just need to get a bunch of sentries while you tech up. To hold
yeah. If you fail at a timing for Protoss, get your sentries up, get them ready to hold the choke, and get some stalkers at the edges of your base. Yeah. Because a good turn will start dropping or pushing the front, and you got to defend. You got to get your tech up. He had the Robo Bay. However, Colossus were slow to start, as long as and Thermal Lance was slow to start.
Yeah, but I mean, for Silver Leaguers, I mean, all around great game. RTS is gold, isn't he?
RTS is gold. Okay. We do in our practice matches. We do try to mix up, get everyone on a reasonable league. So we're not going to put golds with masters or anything like that. So these players were pretty evenly matched. Serial shouldn't be too far from gold himself. It was just didn't get enough damage with that blink.
Well, good game overall. I think that's about it. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, make sure you like, subscribe, all that wonderful, beautiful stuff, and follow us here on YouTube's and on the Facebook, facebook.com/DarkOnyx for the win is correct, right? FTW?
That's correct.
Okay.
FTW.
Any parting words for our viewers, Ray?
No, guys, hope you enjoyed the ride. Much more to come, and that's all I got, guys.
All right, guys. Well, hope you all enjoyed the cast, and we will see y'all next time.
See ya.